Sorry, got interrupted for a second. You know, family stuff comes first. A Nazi rally in the Bundeswehr. Where were we? Okay, I'll just start over. Manfred Roeder is convicted Nazi terrorist. In 1973, he wrote the foreword in the book Auschwitz Lie. He set up a terrorist group which was linked to several bombings in 1980, including an Italian-trained station and Jewish synagogue in Paris. In 1981, he was convicted for killing 2 Vietnamese immigrants in Germany with a firebomb. The following year, he was sentenced to 13 years in prison. After his early release in 1990, he again joined extreme right-wing organizations. Roeder has been linked to a bevy of right-wing activity for nearly 30 years. German intelligence even lists him as a terrorist. So why was the convicted neo-Nazi bomber invited to speak to new recruits at an elite officers' academy for the Bundeswehr? Good question. Roeder's address to the Bundeswehr in May 1995 only became public knowledge in 1997. He spoke about ethnic German Russians residing in Kaliningrad, a Russian city in the banks of the Baltic. German nationalists would like to see the region absorbed into the fatherland. In addition to the speech invitation, Roeder says the German Defense Ministry donated a small amount of cash, vehicles, and other tools to his organization in 1993. The whole incident has been quite embarrassing for the German officials. They suspended the officer in charge of the academy and denied any involvement in the decision-making leading up to the invite. Another isolated incident. The isolated incidents have been popping up regularly in the Bundeswehr for several years now. There were 72 right-wing incidents in the German army in 1996. This number has climbed to 135 in 1999 and jumped to 196 in 2000. One particular outrage occurred in the small German town of Detmold. Uniformed German soldiers, while shouting "Wogs out of Germany," attacked 2 Turkish immigrants and a 16-year-old Italian boy with baseball bats and knives. In 1997, the Sunday Telegraph in London quoted Helmuth Press, a retired lieutenant colonel in the German army. Price claims that there are far too many officers in the army with the right-wing sympathies. He recalled one incident where a commanding officer told him to stress the importance of a familiar Nazi motto, "Work makes you free." A sign bearing that inscription hung above the entrance to Auschwitz. Price was shocked to hear such admonition, and from a high-ranking officer. He was later startled when he heard the officer became a general. More recently, 21-year-old Christian Cross, the son of a former German minister, told the German newspaper Bild am Sonntag that he had encountered numerous right-wing extremists during his 10-month stint in the army. According to Cross, at his base there were 2 or 3 right-wing incidents a month. At parties there were always toasts made to the Führer, and after drinking alcohol many officers would give each other the Hitler salute. German officers continue to downplay neo-Nazi-related activities within the Bundeswehr. But how much longer can they keep saying that such events are only isolated cases, especially when statistics reveal an upward trend in violent incidents? Time will tell. A document which circulates among right-wing circles admonishes converts for now to lay low. It says they should not even identify themselves as nationalists. They should join the army and the police and see to it that they acquire specialized knowledge and abilities. Time will tell if there are thousands more in the Bundeswehr with right-wing sympathies who have, until now, kept a low profile. In the meantime, the number of violent incidents within the Bundeswehr continues to escalate. As that number increases and as people become more used to it, stories about Nazis infiltrating the German army will soon drift further back to the back of many papers before they eventually disappear. The stories may disappear, but the Nazis will not. Alright, well, that was a pretty interesting article, and that's true, I guess. It would make sense for people to go underground. I mean, come on, if they're real serious. So what this is saying is the truth. Excuse me, honey, I'm doing an upload. What?
What do you think this is?
It's a stone. Okay, sorry guys. It's a man-made one, Iris. Dirty laundry in the German army. That's kind of interesting, but I know a lot of people are going to say it's propaganda. Of course it is. Everything is, but there is some facts in here I like, and so that's pretty cool. I'm going to end it right here.